There are only a few days left until the Nightclub update, and if you guys haven't entered my $40 million shark card giveaway yet, do so right now by clicking the link in the description below. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video, I am going to be discussing how much money I think you guys will need if you want to purchase all the new items, vehicles, and content releasing in next week's update, the After Hours DLC. Loads and loads of you guys have been asking this question, so let's go ahead and take a look at my price estimations for all the new vehicles and content releasing in this update. So let's go ahead then and jump straight into things and start things off first of all with the new MTLpounder Custom. This truck is by far one of the coolest things showcased in this trailer. It is definitely one of the items I am looking forward to most, and in case you haven't spotted it, this thing has a load of upgrades and customizations on it, many of which I am pretty sure will not come with this truck from standard when you first buy it. For example, it has armored plating on the windows, there are armor plates covering the wheels, of course stopping people from shooting out the tires from the side or certain angles. There's also that huge ram bar or push bar on the front as well, which just push vehicles out of the way with ease, as you can see in this clip. There's also what appears to be a weapon system on the roof as well, some form of missile launcher or a SAM turret. That's really cool too. But those are just a few examples. I'm sure there'll be plenty of other upgrade options too available for this, and maybe some form of interior as well, like on the MOC, but again we can't see inside there, so we can't be too sure. Now this truck was only featured in the trailer momentarily, so at this stage it's pretty difficult to really determine exactly what role this truck will even have in the update, but it looks badass and you already know it will be expensive. So sort of comparing this to the MOC prices, I'm guessing from standard to first buy this, it will cost somewhere around $2 million to $3 million. Then on top of that, there'll be the cost of upgrades. I'm pretty sure most of the things you can see on this truck in the trailer will not be fitted to it from standard, and you'll have to buy all these customizations, with items like the missile launcher on the roof costing around $1 million on their own. So I wouldn't be too surprised by the time you buy this vehicle and fully upgrade it, it will cost somewhere around $5 million total. Moving on though to vehicle number 2, this being the Mammoth Patriot Stretch. Effectively what this is a stretched or limousine version of the Mammoth Patriot that we already have in GTA 5 and has been in-game since day one when the game was first released all the way back in September of 2013. The Mammoth Patriot in fairness is a really cool vehicle, although personally I would like to have seen a more modernized and more customizable variant, and hopefully with this new stretch version we'll see exactly that. Now it's worth noting this will be the first limo style vehicle that we'll be able to store in our personal garage. The official limo and the turreted limo are both Pegasus exclusive vehicles. However, this Mammoth Patriot Stretch was featured in the trailer, stored inside the new garage attached to the Nightclub properties. It's also worth pointing out, the livery on the car in this scene is from the gunrunning update, and all the vehicles from that update and have been released since that have this livery available for it have been weaponized. Now although in this trailer it doesn't look like the Mammoth Stretch is weaponized, the fact this livery is available for it might be a hint or a clue it might have the option to become weaponized when upgrading it. This though is not confirmed, I want to make that very clear. Now my estimation for the price of this vehicle is somewhere around $600,000 to $700,000. That's if it's not weaponized from standard. There may be the option to upgrade it to a weaponized vehicle when customizing it, but if it is weaponized from standard, then add $1 million on top of its buy it now price. So $1.6 to $1.7 million would be my guess on that one. Anyway, moving on to vehicle number 3, and this was only featured briefly in this scene right here, where Rockstar showcased the new underground garages that'll be attached to our Nightclub properties. Now the car itself was only featured in this short scene, and the car I'm referring to is of course the Ocelot Swinger, this one right here, this dark blue car with white stripes and some form of logo. Now Rockstar of course already revealed the name of this one on the newswire a few weeks back when they first dropped the Nightclub teaser trailer on social media, but some quick information to share with you guys about this vehicle. It is based upon, or at least believed to be based upon, the Jaguar E-Type from 1971 I believe, The car's name, Swinger, is believed to be a reference to a particular car that featured in Austin Powers. The exact same car it's based upon, the Jaguar E-Type, featured in that movie and had the license plate Swinger. Now Rockstar will be offering an exclusive livery for this vehicle as a part of the guest list, that livery being for Queen and Country, which will most likely be the Union Jack, also known as the British flag. Anyway, but as I'm sure you guys know, the average sports classic in GTA Online is priced somewhere between $800,000 and $1 million, so that's what my price estimation for this car will be, more likely to be the top end of that than lower, but somewhere around there. Now, the next vehicle I want to take a look at and draw your attention to is this one that we can see briefly in this scene on the right hand side of the screen. Now, unfortunately, at no stage during this trailer do we really get a good look at this, but it's clearly a brand new weaponized and armored vehicle, with armored plating over the windows, the grille and the headlights, this huge battering ram or push bar at the front. It's also got a turret on the roof similar to the Tampa, and as you can see, instead of wheels on the back, similar to the half-track, it also has tracks instead of rear wheels. It certainly looks really cool, and by the looks of things will be the brand new custom variant of the Speedo van. Again, the Speedo van is already an existing vehicle in GTA 5, and Rockstar accidentally revealed on a hidden section of their website there'll be a brand new custom variant coming with this update. Well, by the looks of things, this is that custom variant of the Speedo. Now, with this van, by the looks of things, being fairly similar to the half-track, maybe slightly better in fact, I'm sure its pricing will be fairly similar too. The half-track costs between $1.7 and $2.3 million, depending on whether you have the trade price or the buy it now price unlocked. I'm guessing this van will be slightly more expensive, so ranging between $2 and $2.5 million to buy, plus upgrades. Now, another vehicle also seen in this scene is the Jaguar Classic, the vehicle that was supposed to have been released in the current update in GTA Online, but has been pushed back and delayed to this update instead. Now, it's worth noting, this is seen several times throughout the trailer, and by the looks of things has undergone a few changes as well. Some of the more noticeable ones being that it'll no longer be a Dinker, it'll be a Karen instead. It will also have the Super spoiler as well, fitted from standard, and there will also be additional upgrades such as liveries available for this as well when you go to customize it. Now, the original Jaguar Classic that was scrapped was going to be released at a price of $790,000. Now, moving on next to the Tony's Funhouse Blimp that showcased briefly in this trailer. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, we already have two different variants of the Blimp in GTA 5, but neither are available in online, those being the X-Zero Blimp and the Atomic Blimp. Now, the fact this blimp features in this trailer sort of suggests that maybe we'll see the addition of the blimps in GTA Online at last, but personally I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure the Rockstar will just add one blimp into the game just like we have in single player that just flies around as a bit of an advertisement. But if I'm wrong and Rockstar do allow players to start buying blimps in GTA Online, they'll probably price them at around $1 million. Now, speaking of items you most likely won't have the option to buy, this party bus with the DJ set on the roof. Now, although Rockstar have not confirmed this, I'm pretty sure it will be an exclusive vehicle to the mission that's showcased in this trailer. Maybe something along the lines of pick up this bus, take it to a certain location and set up the party, or go to the party, steal the bus and bring it back to the warehouse so we can use it for our own business purposes. Now, there are two more vehicles we also know that will be added with this update that Rockstar accidentally revealed in a guest list reward section on their website that were not featured in this trailer. One of those being a brand new version of the Maibatsu Mule, being named the Mule Custom. I'm guessing it will be fairly similar to the Pounder Custom, so I'm guessing it will cost somewhere between $2 and $2.5 million plus upgrades. Then, as for a brand new Ennis named the Ennis Stafford, this will be some form of luxury Rolls-Royce or Bentley, and I'm estimating its price will be somewhere between $900,000 and $1.2 million, similar to the Ennis Windsor. So those then are all the vehicles we know about so far that will be releasing to GTA Online in this update. Now, as for the nightclubs themselves, these will be some very expensive business properties. That's made pretty clear whilst watching this trailer, as the properties themselves look huge. So much bigger than anything else we've seen so far in GTA Online. They aren't just these huge nightclubs, but behind the scenes and underground, there'll be loads and loads of area and space for various different activities. upgrades. In this trailer we have seen things like storage area to run our criminal businesses from, underground garages, and so much more. So this is what I'm estimating the price of these being. You'll have the option to buy the initial standard Nightclub somewhere between $1.5 and $3 million as the base price, depending on which one you buy and what size it is, and then on top of that there'll be the expansion price and the upgrades. So changing the various different interiors, choosing what rooms and what businesses you want to run from that location, and this is what the real money will be. And I would imagine the total price will probably cost somewhere between $8 and $10 million to fully customize and upgrade your Nightclub properties to have everything inside. That may seem like a lot of money, but do bear in mind the facility, which is one of our larger properties that already has the ability of really starting up heists and storing a few vehicles, costs upwards of $6 million when fully customized and upgraded. Whereas these new Nightclub properties will be so much more and have a lot more features. So then, my total estimated price for this update will be somewhere around $25 million if you want to buy and purchase everything from this update. And that includes all the cars, all their upgrades, the new properties, all their upgrades, the new clothing and accessories, the new masks, the outfits, and more. But that does not include any content that comes after day 1. As I'm sure you guys know, Rockstar love the drip feed content in GTA Online, and this update, I guarantee, will be a big one for that. Supposedly this update will be the final one before the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, and if that's the case, we have loads and loads of weeks and months ahead of us of drip feeding content to come. And it wouldn't surprise me if the total cost of all the drip feeding content is an additional $25 million as well, bringing the total price to $50 million, similar to the Doomsday Heist update and the Smuggler's Run update. But I want to get your thoughts and feelings on this. Do you guys think you have any different ideas or suggestions on the prices? So go ahead and let me know right now in the comment section. Do you agree with me or do you disagree and have different thoughts and feelings on it? So let me know, leave a comment. If you guys could also drop a like as well, it is of course greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.